What is up, y'all? It is your boy Tay from No Cap the Podcast, and we have a good one tonight. We have a good one. Tonight, we are starting a brand new series where me, we will introduce or interview podcasters, up and coming podcasters. We like to support people around here, and we're just going to get it started. So, with these two young ladies, I'm about to put it on the screen right now. These two young ladies I found on TikTok, and they're interesting. They're interesting. I will say they're very interesting, and you guys just have to like focus on that, focus on them, and it is gonna be a good episode. So y'all just need to stay tuned. But I know y'all want to see who they are. Who am I talking about? Who are these two girls on your screen right now? So without further ado, let me put on my glasses. Yep. I want to welcome Jenna and Lee.
Hey, guys.
Ladies, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to No Cap the Podcast. So
Yes, thank you for having
h-
us.
Thanks for having us.
how are you? How are you? Just introduce yourself. Let people know who you guys are.
Well, I'm Jenna.
Who wants to go?
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
don't
three
know.
Lee. You can say the three.
There you go. And we're just
Hey,
So
ah,
you said where am I from?
yeah.
Oh, they know where I'm from. But for you
alright.
guys, y'all don't know where I'm from. I'm from New York City, the Bronx, New York,
Hey,
and born and raised. So yeah, that's pretty much me. But this ain't about me. It's about y'all. So um, what
From
made you
Delaware,
guys? Oh, you're from Delaware. Okay,
both of
that's
us.
right.
mm-hmm.
Born and raised.
Not born but raised.
Yeah, I was about to say, hopped around a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Mama was a Rolling Stone or whatever.
Okay. Okay. So podcasting, like, what does podcasting mean to you?
Talking shit. It means that we get to talk shit and record it and can't nobody say nothing because they can't interrupt us because it's pre-recorded, so you gotta watch the whole episode. No, for real.
I mean,
And
honestly, it's just a really good way for us to tell our stories, give advice, share our personal experiences. Because me and Lee, we could sit and talk all day. So the fact that now we're able to kind of record ourselves and bring other people into our conversations, it just makes the journey exciting.
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay, I like that. And
Funny because people listen to us on our lives on TikTok, and they've always been like, "Why don't you guys have a podcast? Why don't you guys have a podcast?" And we've been talking about it for 2 years and never did it. And then we finally just like, "Fuck it! Everybody likes us. Everybody loves to hear what we got to say. So why not?"
that's perfectly understandable. That's like it it starts with friends, pretty much. Just a group of
Hmm.
friends talking. And that's how I started my first podcast. Shout out to Two Plus Two. And it was just
Oh,
me and three of my other friends. We just started talking one day because it was COVID and we had nothing to do. And that's just how it started. And next thing you know, we were being listened to in like Germany somewhere. I'm like, we don't know nobody in Germany. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
that's awesome.
it's definitely it's a fun thing to do. It's definitely a fun thing to do. So how did you two meet?
So we've known each other for a really long time. We went to Conrad for middle school. It was seventh grade, and she was a new girl. I think we were already kind of into the school year already, so everybody was kind of
Yeah, I came in the
established in their
middle.
friend groups. Yeah, so she came late.
Mm-hmm.
So I came up to her. I think we were in I want to say chorus. I feel like it was chorus.
Yeah. No. caught me before chorus. We were on our way to chorus. That's how we found out we both had chorus together. You caught me in the hallway. I was reading a book. And you were like, "Hi, I'm Jenna."
And I was like, well, we're gonna be friends now, so you can sit with us at lunch. And then it's just that's how it's been ever since. So we've known each other since we were 12. So I think we're going on like a solid like 16, 17 years of being friends.
Dang, that's crazy.
16, 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys feel that friendships that start in like middle school and stuff last longer than friendships you make as adults?
I think it depends on the context, honestly, because we've had okay. So we wasn't always best friends. We had other best friends. And then me and Lee have this really weird relationship where we both go through the same things, but in different contexts.
Yes.
So something went down with her best friend, something went down with my best friend. We've always been cool.
Literally the same stuff at that.
It was weird. Like
we were best friends with the same person, just in two different bodies.
Because
they were literally doing the same stuff, like the same toxic stuff to us, like at the same time, just one over here and one on the other side. And we kind of like bonded over that experience at first. We trauma bonded over that experience at first. We were like, bro, I don't never want any more like best friends. This is that. Was like, I'm so hurt. We're so crushed. And then it was like, as we talked and realized how much we had in common, like that's how it started. But then it was like, once we realized, oh my God, this is not the only thing we have in common. We have so much stuff in common. It was like, what the heck? And then after that, it was just like, so do you want to be my best friend? Because like, I kind of want you to be my best friend.
The PTSD. We have really bad friendships. Right. It's so
no, we did. We went through some toxic stuff, but we're stronger for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But no, to answer the question, I don't think middle school friendships. Well, I mean, I guess they can last long if they are sustained and maintained well. But I think younger friendships have a harder time surviving because there's so much in that friendship that's happened. Versus like when you're an adult and you've already healed from certain stuff, you've already learned certain lessons, then you can kind of come into those friendships kind of already a little bit more self-aware of yourself. Wow, that's funny. More self-aware, and then it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Okay, that's understandable. So TikTok. When did you guys figure out that you were like growing on TikTok?
I don't
individually or together?
So individually, it started off individually. We've always wanted to be content creators, but with our busy schedules and kids and just everything, we had a hard time keeping up with creating content to keep the algorithm going. But after a while, we started to notice, like, I don't know, we started to get views like separately on our individual personal TikToks, getting views and followers and everything like that. And we ended up going viral a few times, like separately. So I don't know exactly when I realized it, but people kept telling me that I'm good at talking to the camera and that they actually enjoy listening to my stories. So I just kept doing it. And it's like an outlet, which I think a lot of people use TikTok as an outlet to get things off their chest.
No, pretty much. I think my growth kind of came in increments. Like when I first started TikTok, it was like 5 or 6 years ago. And I think maybe my third video that I posted got a lot of views. And I think like overnight I got like 1,600 followers. And then I was like, oh, that's awesome. But then like it would slow down. Then I got like 300, 3,000, 4,000. Then it kind of slowed down. Then I feel like I was stuck at like 6,000 for a really long time. Like I think I was stuck at 6.5 at like for like 1,000 days and 1,000 years. Like, it was so long. It was a few years before I actually hit my 10K.
And we pushed for that 10K. When I saw how close you were getting, I was like, yo, there's
Girl,
no way.
that
We
was
gotta get her to 10K.
insane.
That was
That
crazy.
was insane. I'm so sorry about my noise, guys.
Listen, for me,
Share home.
I was stuck at 567 for like 3 years.
It's crazy how the algorithm works. Like I feel like
It is.
TikTok be doing people dirty. Like that's how it
It
feels.
does because you can get like some people get the views, don't have the following. Some people
That's
have
me.
the following, don't get the views.
Mhm.
Like some people struggle with both.
Yep.
And then I've always heard about people saying, "Oh, find your niche, find your niche." And I'm like, I can't really keep like confine myself to one bubble. I don't know if it's my ADHD or what, but I have like multiple people living in here. They all have to show up sometimes.
That's your niche. Is being ADHD.
No, for real, because people be like, "Oh, we can see the ADHD coming through today." I'm like, guys,
Mm.
I didn't take my medicine.
So, who came up with the idea to start a podcast?
I think we both talked about it on separate, like,
Yeah,
just separately, and then I think one day we just had a conversation and realized that we both had the same idea. So
I'm like, let's just start. Bitch, do you want to start a podcast? And like,
yeah,
together, let's do this.
initially we were supposed to have a third person, but
We were.
people just fall off. They fall off and disappear, and then it just ended up being me and her.
So, a bit of advice when it comes to podcasting and co-host. You have to have someone that's going to be consistent
Mm-hmm.
because with other podcasts, like I get it, life happens, kids happen, school, whatever, jobs. Um, but you want someone that's always gonna like, hey, you want to do a podcast, and like 6 weeks later, you could just reach out to them and they'll be down. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we
um,
learned that really early on.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure. We have to treat it
uh,
like it's like not a job per se, but it's a priority. It's a responsibility.
Yeah, it's a passion, and you've got to fuel it.
definitely, definitely. Um, so the name of your podcast, how did y'all come up with that?
It's so crazy because we actually recorded the video of us.
We did of us coming up with it. It was accidental. It was accidental. It was originally supposed to be double the fun.
No, it was originally supposed to be shenanigans.
Yeah, so we had a list.
Mm-hmm.
We had a top 3 with shenanigans, double the fun, and there was one other one.
It was like unfiltered. Yeah.
Yeah, and then throughout the conversation, we kept on accidentally saying, well, double the trouble, double the fun sounds actually kind of nice. And we didn't realize, it was like we came to the realization at the same time. We caught it on camera where we were like, wait, that actually sounds really nice, double the trouble, double the fun. Because we do have like very controversial views. And we like to talk about a lot of controversial stuff. Like we like to stir the pot. Because
unfortunately,
we have fun doing it. Like, why not? So
and then
the trouble, double the fun.
Yeah, and then Lee ended up coming up with the trouble, fun, creating the name into a conundrum. Yeah. So it's double the trouble, double the fun. So that's where the trouble, fun comes from.
Like the puzzles on the newspapers.
Yep.
That's how we came up with the logo.
So we're gonna play a little game here.
Oh gosh.
That I just created because I think it would be fun. So we're gonna I don't know what the name of it's gonna be, but I'm gonna call it Podcast Twist.
Okay.
Basically, what's gonna happen is you said you guys speak about controversial topics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this podcast over to you guys as if this was your podcast.
Oh gosh. Oh
You're going to talk about you two are going to talk about a topic, and we're going to give the people a little bit of a taste of what they can expect from your show. Okay.
Okay. Do we pick the topic, or you're gonna pick the controversial
topic? Way to put us on the spot. Dang.
No, y'all gonna pick the topic. Y'all gonna
want us to pick the topic?
Oh gosh.
Just start talking.
I'm hollering, not him putting us on the spot like that. That's disrespectful. Well, one thing that me and Lee have been talking about nonstop is a weaponized incompetence situation.
Weaponized incompetence. Oh my gosh. The level of con artist you have to be to weaponize the fact that you don't know shit is crazy. Like, you don't know shit. You're not gonna let nobody teach you shit, and you're just gonna live your life not knowing shit. It's just insane. It's like no growth. You don't want to learn nothing. Like, goddamn.
It's becoming an era where men want us to teach them, but women are tired of doing all the teaching. We're tired of doing all the teaching. We're tired of mothering. We're tired of having everything on our shoulders, all the mental loads and everything. And it's just very aggravating. Men always want to complain and say, well, just tell me what to do. That's another job. I don't want to have to tell you what to do. You can look around and figure out what needs to be done in a house that you also live in.
Like, hello. You can look. You can see. You have eyes to see. You have a nose to... If you smell it, it's stinky here, something need to be clean, baby. You gotta fucking like use your concept. I hate that men come in and they label good women, the women who literally take their mom's half-ass job and try to make it their own half-ass job now. Like, no, I'm not doing that. You need to come with some type of male tools that I can't teach you that. I'm not a man. I'm a woman, okay? I know I got some male tendencies, but please. Trying to be a lady here.
What's a whole nother argument? The whole feminine masculine debate.
Girl.
What's feminine? What's masculine?
All right. Can't give him too much. All right.
Catch us on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. We got booted out, guys. Sorry.
I could tell y'all's about to go off. But
I was coming in. I was already ready for it.
Hot and spicy.
But y'all, this is what you guys have to look forward to with their podcast. This is why they're the first people that I'm interviewing about podcasts, because as you can see, they have a lot of controversial views that they talk about, and
a lot of loud opinions.
It's going to be really interesting. So where do you see your podcast in about the next 5 years?
I'm really hoping by the time we hit that 5-year mark, we're able to travel and meet up with fans and really have a base where we provide a safe space for people to be able to share their own stories of stuff that they're going through, whether it's just life or relationships, whatever it is. And at that point, we're going to be in their careers, and there's going to be a lot more things going on. And I just want to be able to dive in so many different subject aspects of life in general.
Yes, I see us doing traveling podcasts where we're going to different cities, different states, different countries, and we're actually setting up our podcast in different areas that we wanted to try and experience and doing it there. I want to incorporate call-ins into our podcast where we can have like a segment where people are calling in to discuss their opinion on the controversial topics and stuff like that. Like turning podcasts into a radio station.
No,
like
seriously.
podcast being the new radio.
That's pretty much what podcasting is now.
Yeah.
Really, in my opinion, podcasting has become like, we love music and whatnot, but podcasting is like to be able to sit down and actually listen to somebody talk for an extended period of time, like that's what podcasting has become.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you this one question, and then I'm gonna also answer the question. If you can interview someone on your podcast that's famous, alive or dead, who would it be and why?
Kendrick Lamar.
I knew she was gonna say that. I fucking knew it. I knew she was gonna say that.
Give me K-Dot. I want to interview him and figure out what is the stuff like. What did Drake do? What was the straw that broke the camel's back that you were like, you know what? I'm done. I want him every year, every month, every day, every minute. I want him.
Oh my gosh.
That's why we interview him and Beyonce.
I thought about Beyonce. I would like to interview Cat Williams. I would like to interview somebody that's in the industry that knows about all the ins and outs, all that crazy shit that's been going on. Yep, and is not scared to put it on the table.
Yes, especially because
Jim
we
Carrey.
a lot.
I would love to interview Jim Carrey. He seemed like he got a lot to say too.
Jim Carrey, oh my god, yes, Jim Carrey, absolutely. Anybody funny for real?
No, seriously.
Anybody funny and petty? 50 Cent.
50 Cent. 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50 Cent.
50 Cent. Petty. Ain't he a Cancer? He's a Cancer, right?
Yeah.
Is he? I think he is.
So. I think he is. Chris Brown. Chris Brown's pretty funny.
Chris Brown got a lot.
And if I could just give him to sing for 5 minutes. Yes, and Chris Brown's very controversial. And if I could just get him to sing for 5 minutes, that's it. We made it. Done deal. Wrap it up.
Podcast over. All right, bye guys. Until next week.
Until next week, guys. For me, well, I did interview. Well, in my eyes, the person is famous. I did interview a TikToker that, at the time, she was my favorite TikToker, and like I didn't know she was going to come on the podcast when I asked her to, when she did. But currently, I'm doing one of those challenges where you inbox a celebrity and see if they reply.
Oh yes, I wanted to try that for the work.
So I'm doing that right now with a Jamaican artist. I don't know if y'all know her. Her name is Shensia.
Oh, I love me.
Not. I am Jamaican, bro. Don't disrespect me like that, okay?
Spicy.
We love Shensia. Her freestyle on Not Like Us. Chef's kiss.
Definitely. So why would you interview Chris Brown?
Bro, because he's funnier. Chris Brown, like I think people do not give Chris Brown enough like attention. I know he's had his things in the past, okay? We know, okay? But and this is another controversial topic. If I was a dude and some girl was biting me and trying to squeezing the hell out of my balls in the car, I'm gonna punch her too. Like, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Don't cancel us, y'all. But come on now. Y'all gotta stop putting your hands on these men.
No, I agree. I do.
Y'all gotta chill if y'all don't want them to hit you back. Not every man has reserve. Not every man has resilience. Not every man can handle their balls being squeezed at a test.
Now, you see, in my opinion, I don't think men should hit women or women should hit men, period, no matter how mad you get at the person.
Her ADHD is kicking in.
Bro, I don't think men should hit women either. But look, I'm crying. But if you're squeezing his balls, bro, I don't even have balls, and that sounds painful. Like if you're squeezing his balls and trying to bite him, he has every right to smack the out of you and try to get his hands out of his balls out of your hands. Like, come on, you're trying to keep this boy from having kids. Like that's painful.
I'm hollering.
That's like, can I say stuff like this on here? Or am I gonna get you in trouble?
You can. You can.
That's like taking a female and taking her clip.
I think it's going left.
Don't put me up here no more. Bro, that is like in my mind, it's the equivalent. It is the equivalent of taking her nipple or her clit and just going like that. Like that's the equivalent. And if you do that to me, I don't care who you are. We're fighting. I don't care. And if I lose, I don't care.
What's crazy, as soon as you said that, we jumped up in some viewers. So here's a comment from Facebook.
Very painful. You know what I'm saying. I I feel for y'all. So, and don't get me wrong, because I love Rihanna. Rihanna is one of my favorite artists of all time. I love her. But Riri, baby.
Let me talk to you for a second.
I bet you learned your lesson, though, didn't you?
Stop. We finna get canceled before we even start.
They're promoting. We're not promoting no violence.
No.
Nobody. No. We're grown. We're adults. Nobody should be putting their hands on each other.
Anybody.
If you get to that point and you feel as though that you need to put your hands on that person, then you need to evaluate while they're around.
Yeah, 100%.
So going into the putting hands on people, how do y'all? Well, the other question that was asked yesterday on my friend's podcast, the question was, do you feel that a woman should love a man more than she loves, uh, more than he loves her?
No.
Should a woman love a man more than he loves her?
I feel like relationships aren't fully successful unless the man loves the woman more. Because women are naturally going to amplify everything around her. So if you're loving her more and you're doing everything that she requires in order to fulfill her, she's going to give all of that back and then some.
Yeah.
And I feel like when it's the other way around, the men tends to lack. Unfortunately.
I was going to say, I don't necessarily think it's a safe space for a woman to love more. Like, I don't think that's a safe space for the woman to be in. Not necessarily saying that every man that you meet is going to take advantage of that, but 9 times out of 10, if the man does take advantage, the woman's not going to be able to be aware, because women are very nurturing and, emotional creatures. So if she's more amplified than the man is, that's trouble for her.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Pretty Boy X3 on Instagram for leaving the comment. He said, "You mean some men?" I guess he was going back to what you guys were saying about the fighting and stuff like that.
No,
it's one of those situations. It's one of those topics where if it doesn't apply, then you got to let it fly. Because if you're fully aware that you don't rock like that and you're not that type of person, then you shouldn't feel no type of way about the comment or the subject.
Yeah, if the shoe don't fit, don't lace that bitch up.
Yeah, so
and don't start running with it, because then you're gonna trip over all your own shit, and it's gonna be a real problem. You might chip a tooth or something, tripping over trying to wear a shoe that you should never put on.
Wow, that the analogies here. The analogies.
Dropping gems, sprinkle,
So, going back towards your podcast, so what are some topics your fans can expect to hear from you about?
I got a list.
Girl, our very first episode that we're dropping tomorrow night is called the Femi-Men Era. And it's about feminine men and how women are sick of that. Then we're going to talk about masculine women. We're going to talk about weaponized incompetence. We're going to talk about, what else we got, Jenna?
Narcissistic mothers.
Yes, that's big.
I'm trying to bring my stuff up. But
toxic friendships.
Yep.
Learning when to let go of things. We really want our podcast to be about, like, not only is it just going to be controversial stuff that we're like stirring the pot, but we're talking about the controversial stuff and stirring the pot because we're hoping that in stirring the pot, it stimulates some form of healing. Like, we're like when the women talked about if they choose the bear or the man inside the forest, and men responded, well, we rather talk to a brick wall than talk to y'all. Like, that's not how the conversation is supposed to go, Like, we want to stir the pot and talk about controversial stuff so people can take a mirror, look at themselves, men and women included, okay? Because it's not just bash men, okay? We're not feeding into the gender war, but we want everybody to take a mirror and self-reflect and be like, how can I help solve the problem?
I think we want to be as relatable as possible because as women, especially women with kids, and we have a lot of experiences like being we have one really good topic called the first daughter syndrome. That's something that we can really relate to when it comes to certain things. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like we just want to be relatable. We just want to hold a safe space for everybody, not just women, because men go through shit too, and be able to just share experiences and possibly, give advice, or people could take what they want from what we say and use it however they need.
No, for real.
That's true. So you said you guys are dropping an episode tomorrow night
Hmm.
Yes.
about the semi-men era.
Yeah.
So I think we made that up.
The femi-men.
Femi-men, feminine
Instead
men.
of feminine, they're femi-men.
Hmm. Most
Oh,
people say
femi-men.
the sassy man apocalypse. That's usually what's been trending, but we
Yeah, but
call it the
we wanted
femi-men.
a twist.
Yeah.
Okay, so care to elaborate on what that might be for those who don't know?
Basically just us
It's
touching
about
base on the sassy man apocalypse, how men are expecting 50-50 but don't even want to do anything that, I don't know, helps a woman. Roles are switching. Now it seems like women are becoming more masculine and men are becoming more feminine. There's a whole trend on TikTok about screenshots of text messages about women being in their feminine era, but so are the men that they're talking to, wanting to be taken out and
mm-hmm.
asking women for money for haircuts and food and all this other stuff. It's just very sassy. It's just giving
Mm-hmm.
sassy.
Not
Someone
sassy,
said,
sassy man apocalypse. No, yeah, sassy man apocalypse. Because listen, it's apocalyptic how y'all be moving out here. Okay, it is like end all women out here. Okay, like we're talking about how we don't think y'all really like women. Not with the way
That's
y'all
how we do.
behaving. Y'all acting like us, not like y'all like us. Okay.
Ooh, clock it.
for those who don't know, if you feel that she's rhyming a lot, she is a rapper. So yeah, might have to
Yeah,
bring her,
it comes off the dome,
bring
guys. It
her.
just happens regularly in casual conversation. I hope y'all paying attention.
I'm hollering.
This is a
Definitely.
lyrical assassination. Say, let me stop.
Stop
Okay.
it. Stop it. She need to get back in the studio and stop playing.
Right?
Too
That's what
much.
I'm
Like
saying.
that
Like
Dr. Seuss, bro. I'm like Dr. Seuss. My kids, even when I tell them what to do, I rhyme it. They be like, my
see,
oldest like, speak
and
English.
apparently you guys are like
English?
so.
Hey.
It's that pretty face privilege.
Yes, you can follow us everywhere. We have the TTFF podcast on all platforms. Yeah, there it is.
We'll be dropping the
TTFF
full
podcast
episodes on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah, and if you want our personal accounts, literally you can follow that account and it'll lead you right to us.
Yep. Hey.
Follow Rafiki, he know the way.
By the way, my co-host is here. Is her mic
Hi,
on?
co-host.
She gotta turn on the mic.
Hi everybody, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
We're good.
I'm alive.
I'm cracking up.
Hey. I know that's right.
So I tell the story all the time, but for those who don't know, I met my co-host on TikTok, and
Wow.
she
TikTok bringing people
was
together.
exactly, she was one of the very first people that I ever did a video interview with. So I think she's like the second person, right? Probably. I think
I
so.
believe so.
Yeah, probably.
That's awesome. I always get so
Mhm.
nervous meeting new people online. It's still like a
So
thing I have to get over.
Yeah,
TikTok definitely brings people
really have a
together.
choice.
So
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I love that.
Oh, that's so
Let me
cute.
read some of these comments. Let me check on Instagram. All right. So, do you guys know what a hyena is?
A what?
A
What?
hyena.
That should probably
Uh,
answer your question right there.
Yeah.
like, a, like a hyena from the Lion King.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
hyenas.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, y'all
For
know
the
what a hyena
hyenas
is?
come. Yeah, that's my song.
But, but
That's my
Oh
song.
my God.
so, Pooh, do you care to describe what our definition of a hyena is?
Uh, our definition, man,
Yes.
our our definition of a hyena is when a female is trying to basically take your man and all in your business and try to be just mad extra just to get into your life and take what you got.
Oh, so like when he ain't
So
that funny,
pick
but she was
me.
Yeah,
like, girl,
like you being mad extra, like shut up, girl. Nobody looking at you. Like
it's
you
okay.
just
Oh
Right.
my
That's
god,
the
she's
pick
so
me's.
funny. The pygmies, that's what we call them,
Yep.
pygmies.
The pick me's.
yeah, out here, like you got to be known, you got to be seen, you got to be in everybody's business, and it's just the whole mindset of "I take your man" type activity.
I hate.
Mm-mm.
I always said you can never be friends with a woman that's constantly chasing after man validation. You can't.
Girl, at
It's not
all.
possible. It is not possible. She will always, always, always prioritize men over anybody. Your
And them
friendship,
some
your
dangerous,
own kids, like
yeah, and them
everybody.
some dangerous type of females.
They are.
Shoot,
Yeah,
you
you really
can't take them
can't.
to the club. You can't take them to the parties. You can't take them to the cookout. You can't take them nowhere.
Nope.
Listen, I don't have a lot of girlfriends just because of that reason. Like, you want to be out here
Same.
in the pot. I'm just the
Hmm.
one out to have a drink. Like, I'm not trying to be a
Right.
thought.
Yeah, and I
Right.
don't want to get caught up in them birds of a feather flock together. Cause no, we don't.
No, we
I'm not even
don't.
a bird. Okay, not even a bird. Call me
I,
a penguin. The fuck, like. I'm waddling my ass on. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Bro, I hate it. I hate
You,
it.
you, you, you do know a penguin is a bird, right?
And that's what I'm saying. Call me a penguin because I don't know if they a bird or not. People, not everybody knows that. You gotta keep up. You gotta pick up what I'm putting down.
it's
That's
a bird that don't fly.
debatable. They don't
Yeah, when the
fly. That's
attitude's not right,
debatable.
she's leaving. That's what I'm saying.
I'm hollering.
All I need you to do is doubt long enough that I don't flock together with those types of birds for me to plead my case. That's all I need. I just need 2 seconds of doubt. I'm gonna get in there and you're gonna know from rip. I'm not like that.
I can't. I can't do it. I've had a pick me best friend, and we was friends for a long time, and I could not do it. Mm-mm.
It breaks my heart. I'm too much of an empath.
Yeah.
I just don't like that energy. If I don't like that energy, I'm leaving it. I'm walking away.
Yeah.
I ain't going to explain.
No, there's no point because they're not gonna listen to try and understand or comprehend what you're saying. They just gonna think they're the victim in everything, and everything is everybody else's fault, and they didn't do anything wrong, and that's all. You're not gonna get anything out of it anyway, so there's no point.
Yeah, I think I feel like I just had to learn that, like not having to explain yourself to like, because they're not gonna get it. I think I just learned that recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally.
my best friend, she got mad because I called her a hyena. She was like,
Oh,
I'm not like that. I'm like, let's wait. Let's put it on the list. Let's put it on paper.
Yeah,
I'm
let's talk about the facts.
Let me show you how you're a hyena. And granted, yeah, I am older than you, but still, you're doing a hyena activity. Let's say every time we go out to the club, what are you doing? Shaking your ass at some random ass person. You don't know them. Then you want to go out and you gotta go and she'll go shop and go buy like all these outfits or whatever. Spend hours in the room getting ready, shaking her ass, turning herself up. I'm like, bro, we literally just going bar hopping. Like you ain't gotta be all extra or whatever.
Okay, see
So
now that part, I'm a Libra. I don't know how to be anything but extra. The one thing I'm gonna do when I'm getting ready is shake my ass. Like it took me a long ass time to learn how to twerk this little booty. It's finna move, okay? It's gonna move with my bitches because I'm not doing this outside when we get in the clubs, okay? Y'all got to see it. So I was like,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, shake your ass before you leave or whatever. Cool, fine. You want to turn yourself up, but like, I'm not gonna be out there shaking my ass with random people with you.
No, I can't do that. I'm not even that friendly when I go out. I'm not a
No,
friendly person at all.
don't come up to me. I don't know you.
Don't
Don't
talk
look at
to
me.
me.
Don't
Don't talk to
Don't
me.
say hi, don't
We
say
had
hi.
to make somebody uncomfortable at the bar a couple days ago.
Because why was he looking at, like, bro?
Why
No,
was he
I'm not.
staring?
Like, you
No.
see this bubbly ass personality, it turns the buttercup real quick. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, heavy on the don't talk to me because I'm dead.
Heavy.
Don't talk to me.
We literally had a situation like that when we went out with a friend one time. It was the three of us. It was a girl mommy night. None of us had been out drinking for God knows how long. So we all went out, all got dressed up, dolled up, or whatever. But like, me and Jenna weren't on that type of time because we have significant others.
Yeah.
And the girl that we was with at the time, she was looking. So whatever. We were her wing women. Who cares? But these guys came up to us at the table and tried to talk to us, and I'm sitting here like I am a very good, like, I read the room very, very well, so I could predict shit before it happens. So I'm sitting there like I knew these guys were coming over.
They
like,
was clocking us for a minute.
Yeah,
They were
like I
circling
told
our
them, I was like,
table.
oh my God, here they come. Like before they were like, who? Like they came over to the table and I'm like, oh God. Like and I wear everything on my face. So it's like, I know I don't look approachable. You're trying me.
They asked her for her name and she looked at him, she goes, not friendly. And he was
Yeah,
like,
and he
what?
was like,
And
wait,
he was like,
what?
not friendly. And then I looked at him, I was like, what, you ain't hear her?
And then he kept talking to me after that, and I wasn't looking at him. Like I'm looking over at the other girl, like with my eyes cocked up, like bro, like. And then he's like, I'm just trying to get your name. And then our other friend was like, I don't think you really understood what she was trying to portray here. She don't want to talk to you. And I'm like, and okay, like looking at her like, leave me alone. I'm not a friendly person outside.
Yeah, we had a podcast about that. Like, well, it was about guy or females not being approachable to guys or whatever, but like guys don't understand sometimes when females don't want to talk. They just want to keep coming at you like,
yep.
Can you not today, nigga, not today, fall back. Like
exactly. And what they don't understand is they act like they can't read body cues. Like they act like they can't read the room or see that she's not interested and you want to keep pressing. And then when she gets disrespectful, all of a sudden, oh, you a bitch and you're not even that cute anyway. I made it known that I didn't want to fuck with you. So I don't understand what the problem is. You could have just walked away and took your L.
Now I'm not cute. Now I'm not cute.
Try to come after you because you said you're not interested.
Girl, I'll be like, oh, so you just be out here just trying to fuck anything, huh? You don't care if she cute, ugly, dusty, musty, crusty. You just want some of that pussy. It's like
I'm like, damn, you gotta roast me just cause that. Well, what's up there? I roast you.
Right.
And okay.
And then it's a shame because nowadays, with the way the world is going, so many women have a fear against men. So trying to turn them away in a friendly manner doesn't always work. These motherfuckers be getting out of pocket. They do. And they get disrespectful and they get angry and they get triggered so quickly. So you lose either way. Like,
Yep. I mean,
it's terrible.
It is what
the bear. The bear. Every time, I'm gonna choose the bear.
I want the bear because the worst the bear could do is try to eat me. And 9 times out of 10, he gonna go for the berries first.
You gonna go for the berries?
You're not even gonna want me for real. But men, y'all want anything. No offense, Tay.
None taken.
I keep forgetting he here.
If it doesn't apply, then let it fly. You have to be secure within yourself enough to know that you're not like that.
We're not bashing all men, Tay. We know that there are some good ones out there.
Yeah, of course.
Some.
There's exemptions.
Pooh, I think we need to have them on Raw and Uncut. That's what I think we need to do. Because they need to talk to Eric.
Oh wow. Okay.
Y'all see my fingers? That's the amount of some I mean.
Oh Lord have mercy. I mean, shoot. Eric, well, I always wanted to talk to somebody, so it's like, I mean, we gonna put him out there. I can make up some topics for us.
I mean, definitely. Hey, I'm always down. I'm always down for a good time. Double the trouble, double the fun.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'll be ready to talk.
I mean, listen, it's my podcast is raw and uncut. So y'all come how y'all gonna come in the streets Like, real. I
Yeah.
name drop. I say what I gotta say, and I don't care.
I mean, hey, we got plenty
See,
of
now
stories.
that's a part of podcasting that I've been a little uneasy about right now. Is
Name
name
dropping?
dropping, because I've been wanting to come
Mm-mm.
correct and talk about the elephant in the room. And I'm the type of person that, like, if you ain't want nobody to talk about it, you should never did it.
No
Mm.
bullshit.
But
Listen,
then if you also be like,
listen. I see a lot of posts, and it's public, so therefore I can speak my opinion. I'm gonna say what I got to say,
Right,
and I
right.
ain't holding back. I'm definitely gonna name drop. She never put it
Because
out
at
there.
the end of the day, I said it. Like, what are you gonna do about it? I
Yeah,
said
I
it.
don't say
yeah,
it.
no, for real.
I don't say
What
nothing.
Monique
Just
say? What you gonna do? Because I guarantee you can't beat me up. Isn't that what Monique said? That's my girl. She funny.
yeah, come for me if you want to. I come with receipts.
Period.
No,
Somebody,
Mm.
my
for real.
sister
I
tried to do that to
remember
me before.
I was
Talking about, I got the
on this day.
screenshots.
It was
Okay.
exactly December 12th at 2:42 a.m. Why was you up that time? Lord only knows. Like,
Not the
you
Lord.
feel like, child, when you told us that your baby daddy had gave you something because he had slept with your cousin and your cousin was a man and you didn't know that he was on the down low, but now all of Facebook know that your daddy is a man hoe.
Bars.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
That's crazy.
Y'all see what I deal with?
Yeah,
Yo,
listen,
it's the mental
like
instability.
ask Pooh. Like I be name dropping. I tell my stories, and I don't care.
I
Listen,
mean,
I
like I
need
No
that.
said,
care.
I need to get me a goal like
getting,
that.
you wasn't getting into the name dropping until I had came out with Raw and Uncut and was like, drop names. Cause
Tell
Uh-huh.
them. Tell
oh,
them.
say it, say it. What they gonna
Yeah.
do?
who did it? Who did it? They did it.
They know, cause I'm gonna find out. I'm
Mm.
gonna find out. It's a lot
Yeah.
of
I like it.
people.
And I think too, not for nothing, but I think name dropping too makes it a little bit more juicier.
It
Oh,
does.
of course it does.
Absolutely.
Of course it does.
Cause then
It
people be
makes
like,
it feel
wait,
like
who?
that.
Like you drop their Instagram and be like, wait, who?
Right. I be trying to
Right.
go back and have y'all do all this research. I'm gonna tell you who it is. It's this person right here.
Yep.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
This
And here's all the
motherfucker
proof behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Right
because I
there.
got receipts dating back
I love it when
2 years.
people try to use blackmail or whatever evidence that they have. Go ahead, because I got the same evidence, and the
Right.
evidence makes you look
Yeah.
stupid. So what you trying to do?
And I ain't
Right.
never
So
scared about what I said. I stand on everything I said because when I said
I
it, I
stand
meant
on it.
it.
What am I gonna get in trouble? I'm a grown ass woman. I can't get in trouble. Like,
Oh, that's okay.
I'm telling you right now, I'm standing 10 toes down on what I said. So you want to go bar for bar? Bring them receipts. Let's go.
yep.
Yes.
I'm not
See,
worried about what nobody
I love
gonna
when
say.
people get
I'm
to
not
argue and be like,
gonna
no, you said this. No, what I said was.
talk.
They were like, you said that I was ugly. No, what I said was that your mother was ugly, and that's probably why you look the way that you look. That didn't mean you were ugly. Let's say exactly what I said, okay? Tell the people
I
the
was just
truth.
about to say that. I was just about to say that. Say exactly what I said. You gonna come correct. Say what I said.
I hate
Right.
when people do that. Try to put words in my mouth. No, you're saying it how you perceived it. That's not actually what I said. I said what I said,
We
and
were
I meant
literally
what I
just
said.
talking about that.
We were, because I hate that. Don't sit here and try to tell
Yes.
me I said something different. I know what I said. You
Or
just
when you
perceived it
say
differently.
something and then they try to mock you and be like, "No, you saying it as you a bitch ass nigga. Say it like I said it. Like with
Right.
say
Right.
it. I said it with my chest.
I
So
mean, if you heard bitch ass nigga, then that's on you. If that's how you feel that you are, then hey, what did I said that your daddy was a bitch ass nigga and you your daddy's son. That's what I said.
like
That's what I said. I don't know if you heard. That's what you heard, and I don't know. I know people.
It's not my fault that you're internalizing it. Got to figure that out. That sounds like a
Yeah,
personal
like,
problem for your
your
therapist.
daddy a lot of things. Your daddy a lot of things. I just happen to say, this particular thing. But your daddy could be a lot of things. If you registering with that, then that's on you. That sounds like a personal problem. That sound like a me problem.
I'm cranking up.
But we're gonna move to the final thought. This was a pretty interesting podcast. We got to know Can y'all see me?
We
No.
cannot. We haven't been able to see this. Hold on. I was literally
This
going to
whole
ask you
time.
earlier where your camera was, but I thought you had it like that on purpose.
Oh. Well, anyway, speaking from the nether realm, y'all, um, this was a great podcast. Getting to know
God,
these two.
is that you? It's like, it's like, go ahead, Tay.
Speaking from just getting to know these two wonderful young ladies, and I'm gonna call them young entrepreneurs because that's what podcasting is about. You're creating your own business, you're creating your own revenue, and I don't know about you, Pooh, but I could see them going far with their podcast.
I mean, most
Honestly,
stuff, but y'all gotta make sure that y'all getting paid because I'm still out here trying to get my coin.
No, I feel that. I feel that. I've been
definitely.
looking into
We're gonna have to
everything.
figure that out. I heard a lot of good things
We be
about
trying to play
Patreon,
people.
Yeah, because we got some good ass content. Like we got literally 2 seasons worth of good shit. So if y'all out here doing y'all podcast, make sure y'all get paid. Get y'all money.
Yep.
Cause like
Also, be
if y'all not getting
consistent.
paid, I'm sorry, Tay. If y'all not getting paid, then it's for me personally. I feel like somebody can use y'all information because it's not put out there. Like this is y'all.
Yeah.
This is what
but
y'all own. So make sure y'all get y'all coins.
Yep.
yeah, absolutely.
Watermark
Also,
everything.
Yep.
also being consistent. That's a very big thing about
Yes.
podcasting.
I think that's our
Um,
number one obstacle is consistency because we
Mhm.
have so many things going on in our personal lives. So we have to make this just as, priority as anything else.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
and it.
y'all and oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, and it's gonna happen. Like consistency. Like I'm not always consistent with podcasting. Um, but you got to try and come up with like a schedule and like, listen, I'm gonna record on Monday. I'm gonna drop this on Tuesday,
Yep.
and that's what you got to try and stick to.
Yep.
Like no matter what you do, put the kids to bed. Make sure the baby daddies they doing something, playing the game in the other room. Make sure that's
Baby
happening.
daddies. Baby
Husbands,
daddies, man.
boyfriends, make sure they doing whatever they doing. But Monday night, that's when y'all gotta record. That's
But see,
that's priority for Monday night. So you just gotta just remain consistent. Gotta keep going at it and get your content out there.
Definitely. Definitely.
Absolutely.
That's the goal. That's the goal. We get the
I
views, so we have the followers. Now we just need to get the momentum going.
Yeah, we'll sleep when we're dead, bro.
Mhm.
I had a consistency issue like that before because I normally well my first season I didn't have everybody on there. It was just a solo.
Mm.
But what kept me going is because it was like a therapy thing for me. So
Yep.
I had to do it like every day, every day. I had to talk about it. And then it became easy. And I got more people on here, like my co-hosts and whatnot. And they now every Sunday, everybody is off Sunday, cool. There should be no reason unless
Yep.
like
I love that.
I'm drunk or something and I'm like, yeah, I can't do it. Then I or whatever.
Yeah.
Does definitely life happens, but when you start to do your podcast and you feel like you taught that out and you got that out your system, you're gonna keep doing it. You're gonna want to keep doing it.
And it definitely is like a therapeutic thing because even before we started this whole podcasting and it was just being spoken about, every
Mhm.
single time we would just hang out and catch up, whether regardless of how long it was, it just felt so relieving to get all of that shit off of our chest. So now
No,
we're
for
just
real.
the only thing we're doing now is just recording it. That's
Mhm.
literally the only difference.
And what y'all can do too, I don't know if y'all have iPhones or whatnot. Y'all can do like voice memos. So when y'all can do like a pre-conversation. Like y'all could be out there drinking. Y'all know how conversations can turn.
Yep.
So put it on a voice memo and then go ahead and upload it later if you're not going to be available later to do like a podcast.
The video, yep. Honestly, we were thinking about doing car podcasts because I driving is therapy for me. So I tend to drive around a lot, and
And we
I'll
go
get
on
home and
rallies.
we just start talking and talking and talking. And I have a camera in my car, so now I just need to take
Mhm.
that audio and just turn it into something.
Yeah, listen, it gets easier and easier.
Yep,
Anything is
Definitely.
content.
anything is content.
Sure enough, it is. I just wish
Definitely
that
keep
my
doing it.
family would like be on point with it because we be talking our shit, and I'm like, damn.
Yes.
They were like, no, I don't want my business out there. I'm like, well, damn, like
They don't
you
have to see your face.
Yeah.
it.
And you can bleep out, like, if they don't want it to be like too personal or whatever, you could change their voice. You can bleep out like names if they don't want their stuff in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so
Yeah,
many ways around it.
that's what I'm saying. It's therapeutic for me. I don't give a damn. Like I put
Yeah.
stuff out there that I don't mind getting repeated. Some other
Yep.
stuff that I'll keep to myself. But
Yep.
I
Now I have a question for you guys.
got
Since you guys have already been doing podcasts, where do you guys post your podcast? Because you Pooh are saying that your podcast is very like open and like you can be as transparent as blunt. I know YouTube you have to bleep out a lot of stuff. So like where do you guys post?
that's why I don't post it on YouTube a lot. I'm on Apple and Spotify.
Okay.
And when you
Spotify.
post it, it'll ask you if there's explicit content on here. And I'm like, yes. We talked about dicks and shit. So yes,
Yeah.
I
it's
like
on
it.
there because YouTube it will say, is this for little kids or whatever? Like
Yeah.
that will take away some of the audience that you got. So
Yeah.
you gotta think about where you want to post it. I got to be sure that I am being up there on Apple Podcasts and Spotify when I upload it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because we're definitely trying to do YouTube and Spotify. I know Spotify we can have it normally, but YouTube will have to bleep the stuff
Yeah,
out.
I ain't bleeping out nothing. I
I'm
said what I said.
covered. I love it.
I'm not bleeping that out. I meant to say that. So I want you to hear it. But yeah,
Exactly.
he's trying to get me over there to YouTube, make videos and stuff. But like,
YouTube is where the money is at. That's the problem.
them niggas need to pay me my coins. That's the problem.
No, I know. I've
I
heard of there's quite a
I
few
heard a
people that
lot
I
of
know
people
that
say
are really
YouTube
big
wouldn't be
social
there.
media people, and they're
Yeah.
not getting paid through these platforms. They're not getting their
Yeah.
money.
Girl,
And
I'm
it's
not
Now,
crazy because that's why a lot of people are going over to YouTube because they're saying that YouTube you make money faster over there. Like
no,
you
you gotta.
the ability to build up that platform and everything is so much quicker over there for some reason.
Yeah,
I mean, it is, but it's also consistency. That's
Yeah.
yeah,
that's what it is. YouTube wants you to keep doing it on a daily basis. You have tasks and stuff that you got to complete. Like when you get to 50, then we'll go ahead and up your views or whatever. I'm still not even getting paid for TikTok. I've been there for the longest time.
Damn.
TikTok be playing.
I
I
just
feel like
started
they
getting
shadow
paid on
banned me.
TikTok.
I feel like they
Sorry.
mm,
shadow banned me.
They're
Oh
always
yeah,
shadow banning for something.
I'm always getting in trouble at this point. I'm just like whatever.
Yep, that's how I feel. I said it. I did it. It's what it is.
Yeah, like I still said what I said, but put my video back up there because I want people
Right.
Yeah.
No, seriously. And I hate it because I'm trying to get the followers. I get the views. My views is top notch.
Mhm.
Like I get 100,000 views or plus some every 30 days. But the followers, it's just the followers. Makes no
start.
sense.
I would say start following people back when they see you following them, or
Mhm.
your
Yeah.
accounts follow people back. And then, like for me, I'm at my limit. I can't follow no more. But people still follow me on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm,
And then you can follow
mhm.
people that like your comments and stuff like that too. That's another good way
Yeah.
of getting followers up.
Oh yeah, just be careful with them niggas. They just
We've already had a situation with a follower.
girl.
They be doing too much. I'm like, yo,
That's
I don't even know you. I don't know you.
It's a
Stop
little
it.
spooky out here.
Who raised you?
For real.
But
You get upset with someone you don't know.
but before we go, the conversation is going well. It's been going well. Very great. Before we go, tomorrow night, guys, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be interviewing a young lady, a songwriter, a singer, tomorrow on the podcast. So tomorrow she will be here live. She is another singer from TikTok, and if you join her live, she will sing whatever you type in the chat, and it's very good. So tune in
That's
for that
nice.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna have to check her out.
But y'all, it was great having y'all here. Definitely gonna have y'all back because
Please
Def-
do. Hey.
Also, definitely got
Not you hiding that pretty behind face away from that camera.
I'm about to say the same thing.
No, I didn't have good lighting. I was over here watching Happy Feet, so I'm in the dark.
I'm cracking up.
so
Movie right there.
definitely I definitely want to come on y'all podcast.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely. We gotta have both of y'all.
Definitely. And that's what podcasting is about. It's about networking, just
Yep.
being with people, talking, chatting, sharing your views. But who? Let's go. Let's do this outro.
Go ahead, everybody. Let y'all know COVID is still out there. Okay, don't let them fool y'all. So wash your hands, wash your ass, and wash your motherfucking grits. Like
Wash your fucking
Make
grits.
sure you spread
And
your cheeks too. I can't.
yeah,
I've never
Yeah.
had grits.
get in
get in
there,
the crack.
soapy.
Mhm.
Like if you pull the soap back up for your ass cheek and it still stink, rinse off, do it again. Repeat,
Do it again.
wash your ass.
Definitely wash your ass, guys. But once again, thank you for watching